So who is this Jenny Rebecca? Well, luckily, Washington Post gave us a little link to that post back in 2017. Jenny Rebecca, she basically broke down this guy. So let's give y'all a few of the good stuff.
One of the first red flags came up in our psychology of gender class, when the class would be discussing gender inequality and the prior expectations our society had for women. He was very vocal. He would argue that some women enjoy being housewives and cooking for their families and being solely responsible for child rearing, and that we shouldn't shame them for voluntarily taking that role. The entire class would argue against him, saying he was missing the point. For so long, women were unable to make the choice as whether or not they wanted a career or to be housewives. But he wasn't listening. It almost seemed like he was enjoying instigating these arguments in class. Since we were already friends, I tried to rationalize behavior and tell myself maybe he wasn't listening because he felt attacked or something, and no one was trying to discuss the issue with him. Rationally, he certainly wasn't gaining any allies or support in class, but I didn't exactly come to his defense in class either.
But that's Jason Kessler in the past, and we see the past him. A typical how suspected white supremacists will grow up, hating on women, mad that women are getting a better leg up in them. Boy, everyone, ain't that something? A white man, everyone's his enemy, you know? White woman, man, white black man. So he disappeared, deleted his tweet, Facebook, came back, disappeared, came back. Then he reborn himself into this guy.
A year after violent clashes between the alt-right and counter-protesters in Charlottesville, Unite the Right organizer Jason Kessler is planning yet another rally, this time in Washington, D.C. This is your background check on Jason Kessler. A self-identified white nationalist, he wasn't always this far right. Kessler says he attended one Occupy Wall Street event and even voted for Barack Obama in 2008. But that ideology began to shift during Obama's second term in office. In 2016, he supported Donald Trump's election campaign, and according to the Southern Poverty Law Center, it was around that time that Kessler started to make waves in the alt-right scene, attempting to unseat the only black city councilman in Charlottesville. The 34-year-old would go on to blame police in Virginia for not preventing the violence during the Unite the Right protests. Kessler also took aim at a counter-protester that was killed during the rally on Twitter, saying she deserved it. He later blamed that tweet on Ambien. Many alt-right leaders decided to distance themselves from him in the wake of the rally, but this year he says things will be different. And maybe things are. The rally planned for this Sunday is expected to draw a much smaller crowd. A year later, infighting and a social media crackdown is fracturing the white nationalist and alt-right movement, according to experts familiar with the groups.